Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the second game of this best of three. Yes, it's a best of three, not a best of one. It's not like the other quarterfinals. So in the bottom left we have who is currently in the lead, CZE.Cechi, who's going to be spawning once again as the light blue undead player. I would stick around to see what other buildings he would place down, but I'll just move on to the next one. On the top right, who I'm not confirmed yet if he is part of Team's Incredible Panic, but still, it is going to be iP.Xelsing. Now, he probably is from Incredible Panic or something like that. I really can't find any other clans, and I'm not really that into the clans for Warcraft nowadays. Well, compared to StarCraft, I pretty much know StarCraft clans. Either way, yeah. Zelsing gonna be spawning at the green orc player on the top right. This map is on Twisted Meadows, so expect a lot of creeping. Possible expansion. Actually, no wait, no expansion for either player. It's rarely uncommon for orc or undead to actually take an expansion. And generally, if a human player is in play, it's pretty much more of a frequent occurrence for an expansion to actually happen for both players. Anyway, not sure what I'm talking about. Acolyte is going to move on to the bottom right and find out that there is no kind of orc structure. Now Zelsing, I'm not sure if he's actually going to estimate when that Acolyte left, but yeah, now he's going to confirm that the Acolyte actually came from this place, so it's going to be a cross spawn. Both players know it, and yeah, maybe they'll harass each other to death, but either way, we have a tomb before, not tomb, we have a tomb before a graveyard, so yeah, DK will be benefiting from that route necromancy. Hopefully he will find a critter on the way and summon those skeletons. Zelsing is going to sell his TP scroll and purchase himself a Circular Nobility, so rather forward Voodoo Lounge as well. Obviously he must know that DK is actually on the way, so I'm not sure why it's so forward, but maybe it's just for him to creep more easier, but I don't know. It's not really much of a difference anyway. They're both, well, Voodoo Lounge is generally just a building. It has fortified armor, so it's going to take quite some time for it to be destroyed, even though it's pretty much the lowest hit point building so far. Or unless the watchtower is, don't have any memory of. So DK going to go after this peon, is going to measure the math, possibly use a death coil if needed, I don't know, will he actually spend a death coil? Ugh, that was a little late, but no matter. Kind of bit of a wasted mana, but oh well. CZE should have known better, but meh. Not really much else to comment on. He is going to inexplicably awaken this creep camp, possibly purchase himself boost of speed right there, and it's going to deny that Blade Master of any kind of boost of speed unless he goes to this Goblin Merchant. He's also going to clear out this green creep camp right here, and honestly, there's no item drop in this particular camp. It's just a tome, if I believe correctly. No, not even a tome, so forgive me for my, I guess, lack of remembering anything. So, BM almost at level 2, DK not even any experience. Could have had 25 with that peon, but unfortunately he was overestimating his, I guess, ping? I mean, that could be a lag problem, because, I don't know, there's always been some lag. As you can see right here, not everyone lives in the same country, so lag might also be an issue, but honestly that really could have been fixed, even with the lag. DK, BM going to exchange some swords. BM is also at level 2, so DK needs to be careful with that critical strike. Definitely doesn't want to be surprised. I hear a building from the undead army. It's probably that ziggurat, but we have the Halls of the Dead almost completed, and we are going to have that Lich momentarily. Probably Lich will be next hero of choice, unless he goes for something else like a Dark Ranger or something. No, we're gonna go straight to Black Citadel, so this is going to be very, I guess, ambitious for Cechi right now. I have no idea what he's actually planning to go for. Could it be that he might just mass up destroyers? Sorry, I have hiccups and my voice isn't that best, but oh well. DK is just waiting on in and is going to use those skeletons for scouting and is going to steal that Null Overseer. Unfortunately, was not able to pick up that Gloves of Haste, but nevertheless, very nice pickings right there from Cechi. Also, trying to burst down this Grunt. Won't be able to do so, as actually he might actually just, no, he's not going to do it. The BM is also trying to get in the way, or we might just have another Death Coil. TK does have the mana for it, is going to get that kill, and very nice picking right there. TK is slowly creeping to level 2. Hell, he just needs one more peon kill, that's all he needs. Shadowhunter is going to be completed. Altar of Darkness just started that Lich, so this is a very interesting timing for that Lich to come into play. Maybe Cechi just wants the Lich to be just fresh once he gets that Orb of Corruption, instead of, you know, trying to take or steal the experience from the DK. Blade Master moving on in, almost level 3, and he's gonna pick off this skeleton. There we go, right there. I'm not really sure how much skeletons actually give, but you know, once they actually accumulate, that is actually going to be a ridiculous amount. Hex has been used on this Ogre Warrior, and we are going to hire a Troll Berserker. Generally, Orc players don't go for a Shadow Priest just because of how, you know, good Healing Self actually is, and of course it's just pretty much a waste of supply cap. I mean, look at these guys, these are so high supply cap. Grunts, level 3 food, Raiders 3 food, I believe this Troll Berserker is also 3 food, so yeah, even a Shadow Priest is 3 food, so can't really spare the food cap just for healer. Either way, Shadowhunter is almost at level 2. And as you can see, this Lich has the Corruption Orb. Okay, Hex is on that DK. DK is looking rather fairly low. Needs to be careful right there. Wow, he's taking quite a bit of damage. Death Coil is going to save that Crypt Fiend. And it looks like the BM is going to take care of that DK. Of course, showing you how powerful the combination of a BM and Shadowhunter actually is. And a Speed Scroll is going to be used to chase down these guys right here. Cechi is going to revive his DK with that Tavern. And will this actually be worth doing? He does not have enough mana since he was revived from that Tavern. And of course he has only 50% health. BM is actually going to focus that DK. However, DK does have that boost. No, actually, he doesn't have the boost speed anymore. I'm not sure where that went, but oh well. You can see how very powerful the Orb of Corruption actually is. -5 armor on pretty much all units, except this Blade Master who has agility, which basically gives additional armor.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, this Null Creep Camp is going to be cleared out. Hopefully the Lich can have, you know, better items than he usually gets. Close Attack will be very nice, or Gloves of Haste, which is also increased DPS for that Lich. Unless, no Cechi, are you going to sell that?
player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so Zelsing is actually looking to expand this place. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting expansion, but if Zelsing wants to take the lead, he really needs an economic lead for one. Militarily, let's look at the military right here. Slaughterhouse, okay, 36 versus 41. So far, Cechi is a little bit behind, but he does have the tick advantage. Obviously, he's at tier 3. Oh, actually, Zelsing is also at tier 3, but look at him. He's only got barracks and bestiary. He doesn't really have a Spirit Lodge either, so pretty much hindering his actually army composition. There's Shades for Cechi. There's Slaughterhouse, Crypt. Basically, the general stuff. But that's all you need. Crypt Fiends and Obsidian Statues. Pretty much the Undead Army's composition, I guess. And it's fairly effective. I mean, anti-air is right here, Crypt Fiends, autocast web. They also do anti-infantry and pretty much everything else. Destroyers basically backup support. Honestly, the amount of hassle they take to get mana is not as great comparatively to that Crypt Fiend. And surprisingly, we have a Pit Lord out as the last hero for Cechi on this match, and I am very surprised the Pit Lord is actually chosen over a Dark Ranger, so we are going to see that happen. Pit Lord, if you don't know his abilities, his most distinguished one is of course the Rain of Fire, which is basically a fiery version of Blizzard. What else does he have? I believe he has a Cleave ability, which is a passive proc, but I might be wrong. I don't even remember his last one. I believe it was some kind of fear or something like that. And no one really cares about his ultimate because the Pit Lords rarely get level 6. Destroyers are, at least one of the destroyers in the air is going to take down those peons. Peasants, peons, doesn't really matter. Essence of Light. Sacrifice of Skull has been used, and a Scroll of the Beast, so we can see right there. Blade Master is going to survive with 12 hit points using that invulnerability potion, but he is going to take quite a bit of damage as well. As you can see here, Howl of Terror is actually the mysterious ability which forces the units to deal less damage. BM is going to be bursted down with the Undead Army's basic ability composition. Troll Berserker is also going to be taken down. Maybe we might even see this Shadow Hunter be taken down. Either way, Destroyer has not enough mana for additional Orb of Annihilations, so that will be a little bit of a bummer right here. Even a Kodo Beast is going to be taken down with a Death Coil. You can see even more grunts, even more raiders are forced to retreat. Troll Headhunter is the squishy of them all, so they will be focused down momentarily. And the Destroyer, of course, is going to be healed up with a Death Coil. Usually generally can't do that with an Obsidian Statue just because of their you know, mechanized state, but once the Destroyer is up in the air, that's pretty much organic. So, is Zelsing actually looking like he wants to? I honestly don't think so. Blade Master is going to be revived. I mean, he was taken out level 3. That is going to be a little bit of setback compared to like a level 1 or level 2 hero. Of course, he doesn't have a Spirit Lodge, and he rarely has any upgrades. He has 0-0 on his melee, and does he have anything on his ranged? I can't tell. Okay, even more destroyers in the air. Orb Annihilation right there. Plus 25 base damage, or bonus damage. And I don't think it was actually chaos damage. I believe I was just over exaggerating on that. Either way, it looks like an engagement right here. Kodo Beast is going to be bursted down right there. However, there's a second Kodo Beast, and he does have a Crypt Fiend in his belly. Warsaw Battle Drums will be provided. Unfortunately, that will not help the sustainability of these orc units, and Howl of Terror, even more of them, even more Howl of Terror is going to be casted. Wyverns are in the air, however they will deal less damage than they actually should, especially with the Shadow Hunter's Flute of Accuracy. TK is going to be forced to retreat right there as well, alongside that undead army, and the Lich is not
A player's forces
as
are
great
under
as I
attack.
thought. Either way, you can see that BM taking, or at least dealing so much damage so quickly, thanks to that additional 30% attack speed. Yes, they do stack, and yes, they are worthwhile keeping. You can see the shade is just sticking around right here. Is going to follow that Blade Master though, so yeah.
A
Shadowhunter
player's
almost at level
forces are
4.
under attack.
Uh,
A town is
what?
under siege.
I have no idea what happened. Food Lounge is going to be taken care of very soon. I believe a shade was taken down with the dust appearance from that BM or something. Either way, Windwalk is going to be used and a potion of vulnerability will be purchased. What do we have pinging right here? We have a statue just idle. Whether or not it's a good idea, it's pretty much not a good idea. CZE doesn't really have any more production even though he's over upkeep. His Griffins and his Destroyer is at +1 up attack, so that's going to be a little bit of an edge compared to Zelsing, who pretty much has 0-0 and 0-0. Alright, BM is going to move on in. However, there is a shade right here, so BM needs to be careful. He does that invulnerability potion. TK is going to be hexed, but he also has that invulnerability potion as well. Wyvern is going to be taken down. Howl of Terror once again is going to reduce the amount of bonus damage the Orc army actually gets provided. And it looks like Xelsing will give the GG, as he knows he won't actually win this battle. Very nicely played from Xelsing this time. Compared to game 1, he played much more better, but unfortunately Cechi is a little too overwhelming, even though you did play much more better than your first game. The series will go to Cechi, and I will be casting the other semifinals, and then the finals, and then I will go on to other junk. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.